So we're the update of the hurricane. Um, it's getting bigger. It's slowing down. So the hurricane's slowing down, which is bad because then it can just like set basically on top of an area and just flood it with water and refuel because it's out on the water. So it refuels and refuels with water and basically just dumps all that crap all over everybody. So where we are personally is sorry, the camera. Where we are personally is um, I don't really know right now, and I don't think a lot of other people do, including the people who are professionals and know all this stuff. But really stressed, know that for sure. But also the fact is like, okay, the storm. They keep saying, and it was such a bad thing yesterday because a lot of people thought. And some of the news people are still reporting it. So, oh, it's going to turn. It's predicted to turn, like, and go up the coast more than actually hit the coast. Which, as big a storm it is now, even if it doesn't directly hit the coast, it's going to cause a lot of damage, especially like places like the Barrier Islands and just the coast, which we happen to be on. But it doesn't look like it's going to do that. And my rant today, and I got an argument with a bunch of people online, including some people that I know works for the county. They didn't announce the shelters until probably like 2 hours ago, I think it was. And I think it's like 4 o'clock now. I don't know. I can't see really recording this on my phone what time it is. So shelters are open up today. But the shelter workers, who are made out mainly county workers, which I have a number of friends that work for the county, they have to report tonight. So they had to sit around and wait to decide what they're going to do with their families and then report tonight to a shelter and probably have to work overnight, even though they've probably been up all day today doing stuff. So that's, that's a pithy bullshit thing. It pisses me off them doing that. But so I have friends and loved ones who are going to have to report to shelters, so they can't evacuate. There's no point. And that's something I really want to talk about. And that's like people who want to get on their high horse about, well, people have plenty of time to evacuate. No, no. Evacuation is a purely privileged thing. Most people cannot do that at all. They're lucky if they can get to a shelter. That's why you want to do those things so far ahead of time to give people plenty of time to get to a shelter. And because they didn't, that's going to make a scramble for people to get to them. Because you want to give everybody time so there's like this huge infusion of people going to shelters. And you want to give people time to go to a shelter that's near them, or for them, even for the workers to say like, oh, our shelter might be full, can you go to this one instead? But they didn't give people time to do that. So that's kind of a pissy thing. And all this is piled on top of people who are really, really stressed about this to begin with. And just because you live down here a lot, like you see all these memes online about how Florida people, storms don't bother them as much and stuff like that. That's just, bullshit. Because I don't care how long you live down here, they bother you. And if you live down here long enough, you probably had property destroyed, or at least know somebody very close to you had property destroyed. So that's bullshit in a way. Like, it does bother everybody, even if you've lived down here a long time. So my update is, I'm probably gonna be at the apartment. There's not much you can do at apartments really, because you can't board up or anything else. And unless the roof comes off our place, we got kind of high ceilings, but I don't know if you can see them really good. But unless the roof comes off this place, I should be okay. Like, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. And even if there was to be damage to the roofs, like, we got in the middle of our room two like bathrooms, and I could go to those, and we more likely would be okay. And we're on the second floor, so flooding hopefully won't be a huge problem. But then we've had stuff come through the cracks of our doors and stuff in past hurricanes, Not really bad, but we've had it some. So any friends or loved ones that might watch this, we should be okay. This thing turned right at us, it's gonna be fucking bad. Even if it doesn't turn right at us and does what it's projected to do now, it's going to still do a lot of fucking damage. And that's just talking about us here. It's already done a lot of damage, and right now doing a lot of damage, and will. Even after it hits us, it's going to do damage, because it's a big enough storm to where it's probably going to go, even if it turns up the coast, it's going to go all the way up to Georgia and the Carolinas and stuff like that and cause problems. So, everybody be careful. This is just an update, and I'll update later about how everything's going. Anybody wondering, what do people do to not be stressed? And I've made the joke before, like, every writer during hurricanes writes a hurricane story. Guess what I'm doing?